Hey everyone, my name is Taylor Sparks. I'm the editor-in-chief of Integrating Materials and Manufacturing Innovation, and we have a new paper to talk about on hybrid pellet filament co-extrusion for customizability, flexibility, and strength in 3D printed parts. This paper comes to us from Krishnanand and Mohammad Taufik at Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology in India. Okay, so if you're familiar with 3D printing, you've probably printed with things like PLA before, classic material, and it's great, but it's brittle. And if you want to move towards a soft material like thermoplastic polyurethane, that has its own problems. They point out here it has filament buckling and high melt viscosity. Really, an ideal scenario would allow us to do direct processing of both rigid and flexible thermoplastics. But in the past, we haven't had a way of doing that. Now, the authors introduce a new potential approach for this. It's a co-extrusion technique that does both filament extrusion and pellet extrusion together. So if you take a look on this figure on the top left, here's the downside of filaments. If you're using a material that is soft, well, as the feeding wheels are pushing it into the heat sinks, right, in the heated zone, it might actually undergo buckling or have viscosity that makes it difficult to process through there, right? So instead, you'd have to rely on a screw, right? A sort of crosshead screw to push those down in a pellet-based approach. So instead, they're going to combine both of those approaches. Here, you can see they've got both the screw-based pellet feeding mechanism, but they also, way down here at the bottom, have this filament feeding port, and those both come together right at the very bottom into the actual print. So here's a cross section of their approach, right? They've got their pellets coming in the top that gets fed down through this extrusion screw into its heated region where it gets turned into a molten, material ready to be printed. But right here off the side, check it out. Here's the filament port that comes in, and those get combined right there at the bottom, so you're able to print both materials. They summarize the potential value here. They say PLA and TPU have both received a lot of attention due to their complementary characteristics, PLA being structurally rigid, dimensionally accurate, but TPU providing elasticity and impact resistance. Multi-material additive manufacturing is certainly a promising solution, but it's been hard to do in the past. So they're going to introduce this novel co-extrusion additive manufacturing system that they think is going to be able to be capable of producing processing both filament and pellet feedstock to make tunable mechanical structures. Okay, right off the bat in the paper they show you that obviously you're going to have now twice as many processing parameters because you have both your screw for the pellets as well as what's happening with the filament. So you have many parameters to control, all of these changing as a function of temperature. They show what happens as you modify these conditions, right? You might get an elliptical cross-section as opposed to a nice circular cross-section, and you might actually desire one versus the other for different applications. They did a bunch of different testing to show what this would actually look like for these different mixtures under different processing conditions. And true to form, here in IMMI, we like modeling. They actually built up models that show how things like material flow, screw speed, temperature, or screw speed, and the extruded thickness can all be modeled to try and understand your parameter space. But ultimately, we're interested in the properties. So how do these perform? By combining a rigid and a soft material, here PLA being high strength, TPU being low strength, the combined material is actually slightly lower. But take a look over here at elongation. The TPU is very ductile, the PLA is not ductile at all, and now you have this nice blended performance here with intermediate elongation. Same thing here with hardness. You have a very hard and rigid, a very soft and ductile, and now you have this tunable value in the center. So this shows us really that now we have a way to achieve this hybrid property performance. Another thing is that through control of these processing parameters, you can make materials that have much better smoothness, which is a real issue for printed components. Take a look at the one on the left here. Here it's showing you the sort of rasters and stairs effect, where it's very pronounced, right, in this filament printed specimen. But now in their filament plus pellets printed specimen, you have much smoother surface there. In fact, that was one of the takeaways of the paper. They showed that their surface quality could be improved, reducing their surface roughness by about 20%, 56 microns for filament only, down to 45 for this composite technique. So clearly there's a lot more that can be explored with this novel technique, and you can read all about it in the latest issue of IMMI.